What up, people? It's your boy, the host with the most. I do not brag or boast, and I'm coming to you guys live from coast to coast. It's your boy. I'm Chris Down One, and welcome to another fabulous rendition of Ready for This podcast. I believe this is episode 68. I believe. How you living? I'm living swell. Feel free. Be sure to hit the subscription button, the notification bell, share this live stream as well as this YouTube channel with your friends, family, and followers. Get familiar and join the membership button. Membership has its privileges as well as you can donate to your boy either through super chat, super sticker, or hit the Cash App link. Okay. $ I'm Chris the Don One. All the links to my social media profiles are in the description below. Subscribe and enjoy. You will not be disappointed. Not by the slightest, not by the least. Okay. We got a jam-packed show today. Today we're going to be talking about Blac Chyna and her financial woes. We're also going to be talking about SABRINA Peterson. She's ordered to pay up to T.I. All right. We're also going to be diving into, Tyrese and Samantha Lee. We've been talking about these two for quite some time now. And also, I got other things that we're going to be talking about as well. Subscribe and enjoy. You will not be disappointed. I'm going to try to keep this live stream at least an hour long. Okay, that's what I'm gonna try to do. So I'm gonna just go through all of the stuff that we're gonna be talking about. First order of business that we're gonna be talking about is Blac Chyna. Now, before I get into the latest news concerning Blac Chyna, I remember talking about this in a live stream, I believe 2 live streams ago, and someone was in the comment section talking about, that I was, making fun of Blac Chyna expense because, I talked about her financial woes. She was talking about selling a lot of her jewelry, a lot of her clothes, and somebody was trying to make it into, well, I think she's a genius, selling her, selling her clothes and her, stuff that she doesn't use anymore as extra income. You shouldn't be hating on it, this, that, and the third. And we're about to dive into this topic. We're also going to be talking about what's going on with Blac Chyna as far as income goes. All right. So this is coming from the Daily Mall. All right. Shout out to them. Blac Chyna's financials reveal an ugly custody battle with Tiger. Court documents reveal how much she earns per month and just how much she really has in her savings. Now, an added bonus, I remember we also talked about how Blac Chyna said, quote, that she makes like $1 million plus on OnlyFans. I thought that was all cap. A lot of Blac Chyna fans came out of the woodwork talking about this, that. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. OnlyFans is lit. Every woman on OnlyFans is a millionaire. I mean, if you listen to any female influencer on social media, everyone wants to big up these women, talking about, well, they're on OnlyFans, they're making this ridiculous type of money, they're millionaires and things of that nature. I called it a little cap, and this article is proving me right. Okay, one, about Blac Chyna and how much she makes on OnlyFans, claiming that she made $1 million on OnlyFans, which was all cap. And two, I talked about how Blac Chyna, she has some legal woes. I mean, some financial legal woes. And she's trying to flip a lot of her clothes and jewelry and purses. And I'm not, hating on it. If you're not going to use it, you might as well make a profit off of it. But don't make this sound like Blac Chyna don't necessarily have to do this. She's doing it for a reason. Everybody do things for a reason. All right. So let's get into the article. Shout out to thedailymall.com. Basically, in a nutshell, Blac Chyna finances have been revealed through her ugly custody battle with her baby daddy Tiger over there. Oh man, this font, 11-year-old with their 11-year-old son, King. Radar Online has obtained China's income and her revenue and her expenses as well. They broke everything down. Her average income, her savings, and her everyday expenses. The documents has been submitted as part of. Let me hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some pimping in it, folks, because I can barely make out what this is talking about. All right, here we go. This is a lot better, but it hurts the eyes still. Okay, so the documents were submitted as part of her efforts to have Tiger pay some um, custodial battle expenses. Blac Chyna 35 is seeking 125 from Tiger, who is 33, and for her legal bills to to have their finances examined. Okay. So the documents reveal that China is earning around 71K in September, but typically makes around 32K a month. Surprisingly, she only has 11K in the savings. Holy, 11K in her savings. All right. However, the property she owns is worth 1.5 million. As for her mortgage, China has to pay 22K a month for her home. She must pay an extra $2,000 for the principal on top of the 17K interest. Her property taxes come out to be about $3,000. This also is in addition to her many bills. China spends 8K on healthcare expenses, 5K on child care, 1,500 on utilities, $850 on her cell phone. Holy, all right. She's got a bad phone bill. Okay. I guarantee you, if she was going to Sprint, AT&T, Verizon, she could pay much less than that, or she's going to have to downsize her phones. Instead of having 4 or 5 phones, maybe she can only have 2 phones. Okay, but that's neither here nor there. That's her business. Okay, that's her prerogative. All right. China, who also has a 6-year-old daughter, Dream, that's Rob Kardashian's daughter, spends around about $3,800 a month on groceries, another $1,500 on eating out. Now she can trim the fat on the eating out, maybe not eat out as much. Her income, her monthly laundry, cleaning expenses that come out to be about $3,200, while she spends $2,500 on clothing, another $2,000 on entertainment and vacations. Auto expenses put her around 18, while her savings is around $271 a month. Her largest monthly expenses on her credit cards and other loans, she pays like 24K for her loans and her American Express card. Holy. Can you say bankruptcy? She's gonna have to apply for some bankruptcy. All right. She needs some relief on her finances. China is battling it out with Tiger for legal and physical custody of her son. The rapper has recently requested solo custody of their children. In this latest development that comes after it was revealed that China has been forced to sell her own belongings to survive financially as legal bills grow due to her custody battle. And remember, folks, she's still in the red when she tried to sue the Kardashians. The Kardashians won. So Blac Chyna is on the hook for the court costs and the legal fees, because Blac Chyna has to pay for the Kardashians' legal fees as well as her own legal fees. All right. So she's still on the hook for that. In the documents obtained by TMZ, Chyna, whose birth name Angela Reese White, claims that she has been able to pay bills by selling clothing, purses, shoes to friends and family via her online store. I hear a lot I hear a lot of female influencers that do that, and they make some great money doing that. Um, her sales have pulled, well, in a year, over 170K this year, and has been used to make her plunge into business sales. But Chyna says the only temporary solution is eventually she will have no more items to sell. Chyna said she needs monetary assistance from her ex and to fund her fights. Chyna has raised issues and has been encountering with Tiger as they co-parent their child together. The reality star reported just 24 hours a week to spend with King. 24 hours in a week. That's a day to spend with King. But Chyna claims Tiger has been insisting with a short amount of time she doesn't have with her son. Chyna also claims Tiger has been withholding direct communication with her and giving her essential information. She's alleging that the rapper refused to speak directly with her and will not disclose his contact information or provide her with an address where their son is residing in. In addition, she claims she has been withholding intriguing information about health, safety, welfare of the child. She's alleging this includes where the child's school is located and other things. Okay. I can keep going on and on and on, but sources connected to the situation has refuted several of Chyna's claims. The insider told TMZ Chyna is aware of where her son lives. They also added that Tiger has been funding their son's private school tuition, medical bills, and the bulk of the daily expenses. Which, when you start listening to this stuff, and you start listening to how she's limited financially, that kind of put a kibosh on her claims about Tiger and the well-being of and how he's taking care of the son, when if she had sole custody of this child, she's unable to take care of the child because she doesn't have enough fine. Well, okay, let's just continue so we can hurry up and talk about this. Chyna filed for joint custody and child support over King over the summer. According to court documents obtained by the Blac, Chyna filed a petition to change their relationship with Tiger. She asked the court in July 24th, filling out joint custody, physical custody of their son, and to be split by the parents. In the okay, Chyna included unknown details about King's current situation. Okay, we're going to talk about this. As for child support, the model file state the court may make orders for support of the child and issue an earning assignment without further notice of either party. Okay, let's just more stuff, and just regurgitate the same stuff. But let's get back to our regular scheduled programming. All right. So I have done several live streams as well as videos documenting, detailing you guys about Blac Chyna. First and foremost, like I said earlier, we talked about how she was quoting some ridiculous amounts that on OnlyFans, she's making $1 million a month. I told you guys that was cap. Also, Blac Chyna, has already been proven an habitual line stepper. You can't trust a word that comes out of Blac Chyna's mouth, particularly when she tried to sue the Kardashians, all right, and try to get the Kardashians to pretty much finance her own reality show with Rob Kardashian, and we knew how that went south with their relationship. But Blac Chyna, and I also talked about the good things about Blac Chyna. I think her changing uh, you know her expenses with her body, getting rid of the face filters, removing tattoos, removing all of that, plastic from her breast and from her ass, the ass shots and stuff like that. And I think that was when she did that, that was twofold. Okay. I think first and foremost, I think it was a spirit. She had like a spiritual awakening. She wanted to be more religious, and she just didn't want that stuff on her body. But two, I really do think that in the back of her mind, reality set in, and she could not take care of the week to month um, tune-ups to keep maintaining this look. All right. So she was already downsizing. Now I don't know if she came to that conclusion, or she just looked at her bills and she realized that she can't funnel this lifestyle, this pretend lifestyle that she has. All right. Blac Chyna makes money on the side on social media like Instagram, promoting different products and advertising, other content creators. She makes a little money on the side on that. I don't think a lot. She also, I don't know if she still has it or not. She used to have a makeup line. She probably makes a little money doing that as well. She also promotes wigs and things of that nature. She did have a situation with, oh, I forgot that clothing line. Every female is sponsored by this clothing line, and I can't think of it right now. But she did have, she was promoting this clothing line, and I'm pretty sure there was kicking her some money, but not as much. And she also had the OnlyFans, but and she also has her show on the Zeus Network. Okay, I think all of that together, she's and if you read the article, let's just say hypothetically, she averaged 32K a month with all of that income. Still, she has a house note to take care of, and the house note's going to take more than half of that. And we haven't even talked about her living expenses. We're not even talking about her, her health insurance, and we're not even talking about how she can take care of the kids. And I think ultimately, I think they're going to change some parameters that she gave up earlier in the relationship. Maybe seeing her son more than 24 hours, only having 24 hours of custody in a week. I think that will probably be changed. I think there's going to be stipulations as far as co-parenting. And let's just face facts and face reality. Okay. Blac Chyna, okay, um, despite her being a star, she has a track record, and people on the outside looking in perceives her as a pariah, perceives her as a hanger-on, and just perceives her as evil, intentionally or unintentionally. People are not going to side with Blac Chyna. And that's why when she was trying to change her name because she was getting into religion more, she didn't want to be known as Blac Chyna. She wanted to be known as Angela White, her real name, and she was heavily pushing that. But people, still kept calling her Blac Chyna. All right, and and I said this in many live streams, her, you know, her character name is Blac Chyna, but her real name is Angela White. And I don't know if she purposely did this, but Blac Chyna means, and we see Blac Chyna, you think of stripper, you think of failed reality TV star. You think of, she was once doing music, model, Fashion Nova. That's the company I was talking about. She was a model for Fashion Nova. And you think about the OnlyFans. And I was saying this, I feel like the OnlyFans was her last ditch effort to still be famous and still to make money. And I've been saying this for quite some time now that ever since COVID has long-term effects on a lot of celebrities. All right. When COVID was around and we had these shutdowns and things of that nature, a lot of these reality stars heavily depended on being at a lot of nightclubs, a lot of club appearances, or just appearances in general, and that's how they make the bulk of their money. Same way like musicians, and as far and actors and actresses. But when COVID happened, Hollywood was shut down. The clubs were shut down. The movie theaters were shut down. So a lot of these reality stars, it wasn't like these reality stars were in movies and televisions, and they were in music and things of that nature. There's a few that perpetrate in music and perpetrate as a model and try to perpetrate in acting, But a lot of these reality stars really don't have a lot of talent. Okay. Their only talent is the personality, Kristan Rock, Blac Chyna, things of that nature. And I also think, people found ways to still be famous and still make money when all that stuff was happening. Kristan Rock's star was the brightest. She even outpaced Blueface. But when we look at everybody else, they were chasing the bag. But when we look at Blac Chyna, it just seemed like the whole world stopped. Blac Chyna's world just stopped. Now we're back to normal, and now those opportunities have dried up. Blac Chyna, even though Blac Chyna, have tried reality TV, and she's probably known for that, but there's younger girls that are more famous than Blac Chyna in the reality TV world. And when you look at OnlyFans, you can only, you're only hot on OnlyFans long enough until someone else is more hotter than you. I don't think Blac Chyna's OnlyFans is that lit. I didn't believe Blac Chyna had a lot of fans on OnlyFans. She was making money, but realistically, she wasn't making enough money to become a millionaire. All right. Even though there was reports out there that say that she made $1 million a month. Okay. I don't think Blac Chyna's making that type of money. And Asian Doll had just figured out, her first month, life was good for Asian Doll. But after that, it's been kind of, stale. It has staled off. If all you're gonna do on OnlyFans, and this is for Blac Chyna and Asian Doll, if all you're gonna do is show feet, dance and twerk and dance and be halfway nude and things of that nature, if you're not willing to go as far as you can possibly go to turn a buck, then people are going to unsubscribe, because there are people on OnlyFans that are willing to do that. All right, so Blac Chyna tried her hand into music, and that didn't work. All right. So, she tried many things and it's just not working. And Black China is now realizing her star is not as bright like it used to be. She's not that important. Plus, she done had a string of bad publicity. Tried to sue the Kardashians. She lost in that. Her and Rob Kardashian, when they broke up, she kind of lost in that. And when you look at uh when you look at it as you know the who was the villain and who was the hero, a lot of people chose Rob Kardashian as the hero, uh, and Blac Chyna was the victim. Plus, her mother, Tokyo Tony, she said some questionable things about Blac Chyna. Now they have reconciled and got together, but Tokyo Tony is not helping Blac Chyna's image. People are not thinking differently of Blac Chyna. Now, recently, yes, she got religious. She got religion in her heart. Good for her. She's downsizing a lot of her lifestyle. That's good for her too. And she really has nowhere to go. So the only angle that's as far as making money goes is, you know, changing her situation with Tiger. Now, first and foremost, her situation with Tiger was mutual. Uh, Blac Chyna wanted this process to, and she said in numerous articles, Tiger really takes care of their child. And at that particular time, Tiger was, struggling. You know, uh musically, a lot of people were not feeling Tiger no more. Tiger had a string of bad luck, a string of bad press, and things of that nature. But there have been a resurgence in Tiger as far as his music goes. Black Tiger has an OnlyFans too. That sort of lit. Tiger has been in music videos, been on reality shows. Tiger Tiger. There's a resurgence in Tiger, and Tiger is one of those likable guys now. And it seemed like everybody, in this situation with Blac Chyna and Tiger, it seemed like in the early stages, you know, Blac Chyna was the popular one between the two. Now it's Tiger, and Blac Chyna's star is fading. So she has to gravitate to something. She's got to make money some kind of way. She done explored all these other options and all these other avenues. She's not making money on none of those. So why not take Tiger back to court and try to get child support? Try to get some type of spousal support. Try to get joint custody so you can get more child support out of him. Because Blac Chyna realized the only thing she can fall back on is being a baby mama to make money. Because Blac Chyna as an entertainer, those days are far behind. And I always tell you guys this. Every summer is the premiere of the next big booty chick. All right. You can't be the it girl forever. It happens to the best of them. All right. And when you're depending on your looks, you being attractive, and you're associating yourself, you are associating yourself with the hottest males and being in relationships or being in situations and things of that nature. After a while, you know, these younger girls start getting momentum, and then people slowly start to forget about you. And I remember talking about this 2 weeks ago, and a lady in the comment section talked about, well, I don't think it's a bad look for her to sell clothes that she's not wearing no more, or purses and shoes. Who thought that selling stuff out of your closet and making money off of it is a bad thing? It's not a bad thing if your financial priorities are in order. It's not a bad thing if it's the number one thing that's keeping the lights on and paying your mortgage. Okay. You know, if you're taking care of your situation, and if you're taking care of 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 your income and stuff like that. If you want to do that on the side and make some additional income, ain't nobody gonna be hating on that. But Blac Chyna, this is a necessary need for Blac Chyna because she can't flip money any other way. You know, she's making money on Zeus, but she's not making as much money as Christian Rock on Zeus. I'm pretty sure she makes a few dollars there. She probably, and she makes a few dollars on OnlyFans. She might make a few dollars promoting somebody or promoting a product on her Instagram page. But the struggle is real for Blac Chyna. And Blac Chyna is the pure definition of living from check to check. And look, the best eligible bachelors are not gonna be lined up to marry Blac Chyna. Blac Chyna is 35, 36. So she's not gonna get no motion that way. Plus, Blac Chyna's quote unquote celebrity, she can't make a profit off being a celebrity no more because people don't really view her as a celebrity. So Blac Chyna is going to have to hit the pavement again and try to make a name for herself on social media. But she done burnt a lot of bridges. The Kardashians don't want to F with her. VH1 don't want to F with her. No prestigious film studio wants to F with Blac Chyna. No prestigious modeling company wants to F with Blac Chyna because Blac Chyna has burnt a lot of her bridges, and a lot of people are just not, effing with her that way. But it is what it is. I wish the best for Blac Chyna, and I hope she can turn this around. But it's just one of those things that, hey man, you reap what you sow. And right now, Blac Chyna is dealing with some stuff right now. So yeah, that's all I got on that topic. And hey, look, oh shoot, I was trying to check out the time. I didn't even spend that much time on that topic. I really didn't. All right. So moving on to the next topic. We're going to be talking about what you know about that. What you know about that. Sabrina Peterson. Lord have mercy. Sabrina. And we talked about this. It's been a while ago. Everybody was gravitating to Sabrina Peterson's narrative of T.I. and Tiny. Even though T.I. and Tiny, they have an open relationship and they welcome other people in their bedroom, but everybody was really riding for Sabrina because they felt like Sabrina was the victim. People took to social media and they pretty much canceled. They did the cancel culture movement on T.I. and Tiny, but T.I. took the blunt of the cancel culture movement. Marvel didn't want to F with T.I. because T.I. was in that Ant-Man franchise, and that was a very successful franchise, and that could have led T.I. into other things. And T.I. was getting some motion before all this went down. He was in the Ant-Man projects. There was a possibility that there were other roles in movies that he had an opportunity to join as well. He had a lot of friends in Hollywood. Denzel Washington was a big time supporter of T.I. T.I. had his podcast. That was popping. As far as his record company, he was doing very well in that as well. And then T.I. also wanted to go into comedy. He thought he was a comedian. did a couple of appearances as a comedian. I just, he crashed and burned on that, but at least he tried. Okay. As well as T.I., the entrepreneur. He has the restaurant in Atlanta. T.I. was popping everywhere. All right. But when this story dropped, it slowed a lot of T.I.'s motion out here in these social media streets. Right. Everyone stopped effing with T.I. He got dropped by Marvel. His restaurant, people checked in it a little bit further. People were making a lot of ridiculous claims about his restaurant. The food's not good. The service is not that great. This, that, and the third. He got a lot of bad publicity for the restaurant. And his podcast didn't blow up like he thought it was because of the cancel culture movement. Everybody was assuming T.I. was the enemy, and Sabrina was the victim. And she made these outrageous claims that, T.I. did her wrong. They had a relationship, Sabrina, Tiny, and T.I. And she said a lot of stuff about, how T.I. treated her son, how she treated her, this, that, and the third, that she was a victim. And this was on the heels of the R. Kelly situation. Okay. Where R. Kelly was messing around with all these young girls and flying these girls from state to state, and that really got R. Kelly in a lot of trouble. And that was on the heel of that. And Sabrina was talking about how he was flying her from state to state. He was flying many other women into their bedrooms, and this, that, and the third. T.I. completely denied it. Sabrina even went as far as to coach a lot of these people who had interactions with T.I., saying T.I. did this, T.I. did that, yada, yada, yada. And, I remember the last thing T.I. said was on an Instagram Live, and he said the truth was going to come out. And that was years ago. And he went to court, and when everybody slowed everything down, they went through all the evidence. When they went through all the testimony, okay, come to find out, this was all cooked up by Sabrina. She was coaching a lot of the witnesses. She was, this situation painted Sabrina in a very, very bad light. But we're gonna get into it. Sabrina Peterson is ordered to pay five figures in legal fees to T.I. and Tiny. So here goes the article. Okay, on October the 16th, T.I. and Tiny emerged victoriously in their battle for legal fees with their former friend Sabrina Peterson, according to court documents obtained by Radar Online. Radar Online, they be getting all the good stuff, all the good, spicy, juicy stuff. All right. Peterson has been ordered to pay a substantial sum to the couple after most of her claims in the lawsuit was defeated. In a recent hearing took place regarding T.I. and Tiny, the motion to recover legal fees from Peterson. The couple's lawyer, Andrew, I can't pronounce that last name, and his team successfully pursued this to the highest court to overturn a lower court's decision that favored Sabrina Peterson. The heart of the matter was Peterson responsible for legal fees, and it's over $100K in legal fees. T.I. and Tiny, while defending themselves in case through the lawsuit remains active, many of the original claims have been dismissed. We just talked about that. Peterson contests the request for legal fees, arguing that the bill was excessive and lacking evidence for certain hour bill. However, in a recent hearing, the judge sided with T.I. and Tiny, granting them the fee. Excuse me. And the minute the order stated, the court finds based on this expense with the fee rate in Los Angeles area, and based on based on what was set forth, the legal fees requested by Harrison's defense team were reasonable. Peterson was given 90 days to pay this amount. Okay. Peterson responded uh, to comments on social media users made regarding the court decision, and she shared the post on the Shade Room. Sabrina Peterson is ordered to pay T.I. and Tidy over $100K after the judge ruled for her to pay the legal fees. Okay, now Sabrina Peterson said, quote, unfortunately, everyone does not know how the legal system works. So for the people that have an elementary law degree, this isn't a win for them. Actually, the trial date will be set in December the 11th. That's where my damages are calculated. Okay. Sabrina dropped by saying there's still a trial date to come where she may or may not be awarded some of damages. Okay. In 2021, Peterson sued T.I. and Tiny for defamation, accusing the couple of damaging her reputation after she publicly accused them on various forms of sex and physical abuse. Among her allegations, she claimed that T.I. threatened her with a gun, stated, itch, I will kill you. Tiny responded on Instagram with a now deleted post. Hold up. So you want your abuser to train your son. Now when did you say my husband assaulted you? Did you change your mind? Did you change it back? What's up with you today? Pooh. I'm confused. Stop harassing my family. You strange. Everybody knows you've been special. Please get help. Okay, that was from Tiny's deleted post on Instagram. In the lawsuit, Peterson also accused the couple of subjecting her to online harassment. And that's probably why Tiny deleted the post. T.I. and Tiny denied all accusations Peterson has accused them for. And Peterson has been tarnished before their statement. The lawyer characterized her as an, an habitual liar and a convicted felon with a lengthy rap sheet for her crimes involving dishonesty, violent assault. Her reputation is okay. The the rapper argues that any statement made were not defamation, but it was just an opinion. The couple demanded the case to be dismissed. Okay, so all right, okay. Let's get back to our regular scheduling program. I got a little chuckle on what T.I.'s lawyer said. Okay, so and I talked about this years ago on a video, and I just felt like after hearing the story, after hearing Sabrina's side, after hearing T.I. and Tiny's side, and we start processing the information, the only realistic information that we knew was T.I. and Tiny like to get freaky in the bed, and they like to have people in their bedroom. That's the only thing that they're convicted of. They're convicted on having threesomes and foursomes and orgies and things of that nature. But as far as them harassing her, the sexual harassment and threatening her, all that other stuff was unproven. Now I do remember years ago, Sabrina was making this claim that, oh, I'm not the only one that they allured in their bedroom. They lured other people in their bedroom. And at first, these other people were co-signing to Sabrina slightly. But what T.I.'s and Tiny lawyer team did, they didn't group them all in. They handled each one individually. Each individual claim, they didn't group it. They handled each claim separately and found out that a lot of these claims were not true. Most of these people dismissed their claims. They just, now a lot of people are going to say, well, maybe T.I. and Tiny paid them off. Okay. If you want to believe that, fine. I feel like that is an extremely big time risk for T.I. and Tiny, because that could backfire. And if they did pay someone off and the court found out they paid someone off, then the other claims are going to be proven to be true from you trying to pay off one victim. But when I was hearing the Shade Room talking about it, Lovely T was talking about it, Tasha K was talking about it, all these blogs, all these social media content creators, they were talking about it, but they would basically say Tiny and T.I. is guilty of being freaky and guilty of having threesomes and orgies in their bedroom. Okay. But no one wasn't, really showing without a shadow of a doubt of Sabrina's claims to be accurate and true. So they just say, okay, yeah, T.I. and Tiny, they like to get freaky in bed. So they just put it all together. Well, if we know that T.I. and Tiny likes it freaky, they like it threesomes, foursomes, sixsomes, orgies, groups, couples, okay? Wrap it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh, no, they like all that stuff. So if they like all that stuff, this has to be true. That's what a lot of people was gravitating to. But I kept fast saying that when you listen to Sabrina's side, you listen to T.I. and Tiny's side, and you listen to these questionable victims' side, the only thing they had in common, and that was proven to be true, is T.I. and Tiny being freaky, but all the other stuff could be false. It was kind of spooky on the other stuff. So they took their time, they took it to court, and T.I. and Tiny won. And this is one of those situations when big bank take little bank. I don't think Sabrina Peterson, I know she's on social media and she probably makes money on that. She probably makes money on a lot of brand deals and Fashion Nova and I think she has a YouTube channel or whatever. She's making money on the side. She was also on their reality show, T.I. and Tiny, Grand Hustle. She was making money on that as well. Plus, T.I. and Tiny was supporting her. Okay, so she probably saved some money on that end too. And this is one of those situations where Sabrina Peterson hired the best reputation that she can pay, that she can afford. And T.I. and Tiny, they just hired the best lawyers money can buy. But I do feel like this case wasn't won because of that. It was just won on the simple stance of these people were proven liars. And Sabrina Peterson, who has a checkered past, who's a convicted criminal, who you gonna believe? You're gonna believe T.I. and Tiny. T.I. is this actor, a rapper, entertainer, multimillionaire. You know, his image, he sort of has a clean image. And, you know, a lot of people don't know that, you know, and it's gonna be one or two things. A lot of people don't know that T.I. and Tiny likes it freaky in bed. Or a lot of people are going to say, well, they can do whatever they want to do in the privacy of their own home. They're not forcing anybody to have sex with them. So, yeah, it may be disgusting to a lot of people, but then a lot of people look at it as, I mean, it's your bedroom. You do whatever you want to do in your own bedroom. Okay. And I think that's what ultimately decided this case. You want to convict them for being freaky, there is not really a crime out there you can convict them on getting their freak on or having people in their bedroom. But, you know, it is what it is. So, yeah, that's pretty much it on that. We're going to move it on. We're going to keep it pushing. We're at the 50-minute mark, and we're not even halfway done, folks. You know, I wanted to try to keep this under an hour, and it ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. Okay, but moving on. I am moving through the topics pretty fast, pretty quick. And I haven't even had a commercial break, okay? So I know I'm doing good. Hold on one second. Where are my commercials? Oh, let me do a quick commercial break, all right?
You know what I don't understand? I'm going to talk about it right now. I get the views. I get a lot of them. But I don't get the likes. Like if you spend that much time to watch the video and then you don't hit the like button, what's going on? Come on now. Pull yourself together. If you're going to watch it, like it. Get busy. You got things to do. Hit that button. You know what I don't understand?
These niggas come in your chat. They won't even hit the like button because you all are a bunch of motherfucking haters. Bitch, it don't cause you shit not only to be over here, it don't cause you shit to hit the like button. But double fuck you motherfuckers in real life. Huh? Yes, that won't hit the like button. This is for you motherfuckers. Bitch, hit the like button. Don't hit the like button. Fuck you motherfuckers. In real life. You hear this? Look, bitches. You don't hit the like button. Fuck you motherfuckers. And thank you for the view, bitches. These niggas.
Alright, I'm back. Man, I needed a throat lozenger, man. You know, pause. Okay. Your boy, you know, think I'm coming down with something. But nevertheless, I digress. Let's get into the other topics, okay? The next order of business, it seems like Samantha Lee went on a podcast and she talked about her previous relationship with Tyrese. And she disclosed a lot of information that a lot of us were pretty much in unison figured that it probably went down this way, but we just didn't have enough evidence. But Samantha Lee provided the evidence on this podcast, and she said if she had to do it all over again, she probably wouldn't ask for a divorce from Tyrese. And she said basically she didn't want the divorce, and the only reason why she went through with the divorce, this is coming from Samantha, that her friends were encouraging her to divorce Tyrese, and that left the internet ablaze. Now, when this got back to Tyrese didn't say a lot of didn't have a lot of kind words about Samantha Lee, but he did revisit and talk about how people thought that he was crazy, that people, when he was doing those lives and them posts, and he did all that crying. What more do you want from me? All that stuff. And basically, he broke it down. He said, "Look, I was in love, dude. My heart was broke when I found out that my wife wanted a divorce, and I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't cheat on her. Now Samantha alluded to when they were in the relationship, it was sort of toxic. And she also alluded to Tyrese manipulating her, undermining her, and things of that nature. She was saying all these, these trigger words. And a lot of women were co-signing with Samantha, saying, "You go, girl, divorce him. He ain't worth all that stress. Don't get stressed out with him. And, you're going to be fine on your own. You're going to get this money from him, and life's going to be good for you. You just need a new man, a new attitude, and, blase, blase, blase. You're for the streets," and all that stuff. And she tried that. And reality set in on her that, and low key, I can't confirm nor deny this, but I like to think that her friends, and even Tyrese alluded to this, okay, these same friends that recommended to you that you should divorce me, where are those friends now? Because Samantha Lee comes off as, now she puts up a good front on social media. She has a YouTube channel. She's a content creator. And, she talks about, and she tries to give advice to women out there that may be in a toxic relationship, or, or just being in a relationship, giving women advice like 4 ways you can tell that if your man is cheating, 6 ways you can tell your man is into you, what turn you on. And she's also reacting to TikTok videos of a lot of people that have experience with relationships, life coaches, and things of that nature. And I'm not hating on Samantha Lee for doing that. I think that's good for her. Everybody is trying to get a corner in that market. I think that market was created more so by Kevin Samuels. And, Kevin Samuels, God rest his soul, he passed away, left a huge void in that community. And now you're starting to see a lot of people gravitate to that community, like the Samantha Lees, like O'Shea Duke Jackson, Jada Black, the lead attorney, Alba and Preach, Fresh and Fit when they were on YouTube. I think they got a kick account, but you get my point. You have a lot of these red pill, blue pill, conspiracy theorists that feels like their advice is more sound advice, and can help you with you as well as your relationship. And Samantha Lee is trying to fit in that demographic. And I'm not hating on it and stuff, but to me, it's hard to take advice from someone. I just couldn't believe the amount of people that gravitate to Samantha Lee. And I'm not saying that she's a bad person, but how are you going to take advice from somebody that didn't have a very successful relationship, and still to this day is single? The hell was that? Hold up. All right, I'm back. I didn't know what the hell was going on. Anyway, um, So it's kind of hard to take advice from somebody that haven't had luck in a relationship. That's just my opinion about it. I mean, if you look at Samantha Lee, you know, her relationship with Tyrese didn't go too well. Now I know a lot of people want to blame Tyrese for their failures in their relationship, but after her disclosing this information, one could assume that, you know, Tyrese wasn't the only one that should be credited to this relationship. It should be Samantha Lee. And one could also argue that Samantha Lee is the only reason why this relationship failed. But I really do feel like Samantha Lee, just like so many other women, they start believing their own shit. They start believing in, you know, they can, you know, relationships are not that big of a deal. They can get out of them just as quickly as they can get in. And there's always, you know, you can always level up in relationships. And Tina Moore thought this. I think her name was Tina Moore. She was the one of the sisters and sisters that the twin, you know, she divorced her her man, and now she's crying on the internet talking about she can't find a man and this, that, and the third. You know, you look at Jenna Ma, you know, she talks hellified shit on her previous ex, and then she bigged up Jeezy. Now they're in a divorce. Okay. And then you talk about Samantha Lee with Tyrese, Megan Good, you know, when she left the Franklin guy, she was really feeling herself. Now she looked up, she's got Jonathan Majors. Let's see how this plays and develops out. You got Lori Harvey, she broke up with Michael B. Jordan, and she just been rebounding from guy to guy to guy. But none of those guys that she's dating right now is the same level or in the same galaxy as a Michael B. Jordan. A Michael B. Jordan, they're hard to come by. All right. And you know, he wanted to make the relationship more serious. He was thinking long term. And like I said, Lori Harvey, just like a lot of these girls, a lot of these women, excuse me, they start believing in their own hype. They start believing in their own shit, thinking that they're better and that they can re-up and, you know, find another man that's just as good or better. But in a lot of these situations, they struggle. They struggle hard. All right. They crash and burn. A few of these women, you know, find it takes them a while, but they find another good guy. But good guys are hard to come by. Okay. So now Samantha Lee is on the outside looking in. She's on the other. I want to say Samantha Lee is like in her 30s, 35, 36. I could be 100% wrong. She's not young by any stretch of the imagination. She's, let me rephrase that. 35 is not old, but it's definitely not young, and you're definitely not in your prime. And as a single 35-year-old mother, you know, when you start going back into the dating scene, okay, things have changed. You know, you're not the it girl no more. You're not the girl that everybody's going to gravitate to. A lot of guys are going to gravitate to younger girls. It's just the order of how things are. And people already know a lot about you, and guys are going to look at you and go, is she even worth going through all this? And what if she do to me like she did to Tyrese? So, you know, I mean, a lot of guys are not going to gravitate to you that fast. And I guarantee you, Samantha Lee, when she was single, She thought she had the world by the palm, and she felt like any guys, all these guys are going to start gravitating to her. She's gonna be hot on demand, and it just didn't went down that way. But I always say this, and I tell people, stop taking advice from people about upgrading your life or upgrading your relationship. Stop taking advice from people who can't even take their own advice. And if you look at them, they don't have the best. They're not dating anyone. Their lives are not any better than yours. So why are you calling them experts? Why are you listening to them? Okay, so it's just one of those things, and I give her props. She didn't have to say this. She didn't have to disclose this. She could have easily just not said anything. But I do feel like Samantha Lee, she's not a scammer or trying to be fake or anything like that. I really do think Samantha Lee basically disclosed all this because she wants an awareness for other women out there to say, don't do what I did. Don't do what I did, because if you do what I did, you're gonna be single and alone. Now, her and Tyrese, they co-parenting. They adore their child. And, they're going to remain co-parenting. Tyrese has already found him someone else. And, Samantha Lee has to learn from her mistakes, just like we all have to. But I think we put too many people, excuse me, on the pedestal and say their life is better than ours. And we have these rose-colored glasses, and we just believe the garbage that they spew to us each and every day on social media. Like, oh, my life is so wonderful. I get all this opportunity. You should, I'm an influencer. You should do what I do. And life is great. Life is good. And now she's on a podcast basically saying her life, that she made a mistake. And if she had to do it all over again, she wouldn't divorce Tyrese. So basically what she's saying is Tyrese is not the bad guy. Tyrese is not that bad. She just thought that she could do better than Tyrese. And she had to learn the hard way that a Tyrese or a Jonathan Majors or Michael B. Jordan, they don't come around often. But, it is what it is. All right. We can all learn from our mistakes. And I'm not bashing Samantha Lee. I'm subscribed to her YouTube channel. And, I occasionally check it every once in a while. She's a very attractive woman. She's highly intelligent. But sometimes you can overplay your hand. And the one mistake she made was listening to people that don't have your best interests. So, that's, I'm not saying that she's a bad woman. I just think she made a bad mistake. And to me, I cannot invest in your narrative when I'm looking at the outcome of your narrative, and it just seems like you're not happy. And you already admitted that if you had to do it all over again, you would do a lot of things differently. So yeah, that's all I got for Samantha Lee. And like I said, I'm not hating on Samantha Lee. It is what it is. I just, yeah. Now I wasn't going to talk about this, but there have been a lot of conflicting reports about DJ Envy, Pena, Tony the Closer. Now, DJ Envy has is going to take Tony the Closer to court. And reading the documents, he has a disagreement with Tony the Closer. He gave Tony the Closer cease and desist letters, stop defaming him on social media. But Tony the Closer continued to do it. And a lot of the claims Tony the Closer is making, DJ Envy is denying this, and he's taking him to court. And I read the court documents from the lead attorney. Shout out to him. Go check out both of those live streams. He went in full detail of the court documents and judging which side of the bed you wake up on. A lot of people feel like DJ Envy has a point, but a lot of people still feel like Tony the Closer has a point. And my opinion to all of this is, I understand that you're taking Tony the Closer to court, but I feel like you got bigger fish to fry. First and foremost, you have to disassociate yourself with Senior Pena, because there have been a lot of claims and there's been a lot of victims that said this man has taken their money. This man has sold the same property to 8 different people. This man has also been convicted in wire fraud. It's not looking good for Pena. Now, he's waiting for his day in court. He had $1 million bond. He posted the money. Obviously, the man got money, and he's waiting for his day in court. He's got an anchor monitor as well. And if I was DJ Envy, yeah, I'm not feeling what Tony the Closer is saying, but I feel like DJ Envy needs to stay off of social media. He really does. And he needs to take time off from the Breakfast Club to fix his house in order. All right. Now, allegedly, his wife, Gia Casey, let me pronounce that right, because I used to call her Gina, but it's kind of funny. Gia is technically short for Gina, but that's neither here nor there. We're not even going to get into that. All right. Gia allegedly went to her Instagram page and deleted a lot of videos and a lot of pictures from their Instagram page. Well, from her Instagram page. And I think she deleted some off of DJ Envy's Instagram page. To that, I say this. I feel like that's a dumb move because, A, you're clearly hiding something, and B, the FBI has already went through both of these accounts. They went through your Instagram account. They went through DJ Envy's Instagram account. So just because you delete the pictures and videos, they already got what they needed from both of them Instagram accounts. Plus, people think that all I got to do is just delete this picture, delete this video, and it don't exist no more. Okay? Do people realize that there are other accounts on Instagram that Photoshop all your pictures and videos if they want to go that far with it? And do people also realize that Tasha K thought the same thing, that, okay, I can just private these videos and delete these videos, and Cardi B's lawyer team, they can't do nothing about it because the video's been deleted and the video's been private. Do people realize that the servers that Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, just because you delete it from your profile doesn't mean it's gone. It's still there. It's in their servers. Okay? So just because you delete something doesn't mean it's gone. All right? So I think whoever told Gia Casey this was an idiot. If she came up with this idea, obviously she's an idiot and she just doesn't know how social media works, or when you upload a picture or a video, just because you delete it, it don't necessarily mean it's gone forever. Okay, it's in their server, and 9 times out of 10 there are 20 other accounts on Instagram that's got those same pictures and videos. Okay, so it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, they got what they needed. Okay, and it really comes off as the Caseys are hiding something. Now, another dumb move in the Casey family household was, again, and this is why I feel like DJ Envy should stay off social media and stay off the Breakfast Club, because sometimes he put his foot in his mouth when he doesn't need to. Yet again, last week, he tried to explain his situation on live radio and on YouTube, because the Breakfast Club has a YouTube channel, to try to explain this. He feels like he can talk his way out of anything. And I'll be real with y'all, DJ Envy is not a wordsmith. He's not a word master. He can't razzmatazz people in his conversation and people just get stuck in the translation. He's just not built that way. And when he was trying to explain the situation, even Charlemagne the God, and I don't think DJ Envy and Charlemagne the God are quote unquote friends, but even Charlemagne the God said, hey man, listen to your attorneys and don't talk about this. Have you ever heard of the term loose lips sink ships? Now, why did he do that? Why is he still continuing to talk? Why is he not taking the advice from his legal team? Why is Gia Casey deleting pictures and videos, not only from her Instagram account, but his as well? And I think I have came to a conclusion. Either one or two things are happening. Now, a lot of people feel like DJ Envy is flipping on Pena. And he's doing it to try to get a good deal. So to the point of where he doesn't have to serve no time in jail, and he can be resolved from the legal woes that Pena is going to occur from these victims. So he's helping law enforcement by trying to seek a deal with them. Now, a lot of people saying, DJ Envy is flipping on Pena. But a lot of people are not putting 2 to 2 together. Pena probably has already flipped on DJ Envy. Or law enforcement is probably using both of them, because DJ Envy, has never been in prison before, and the thought of him maybe being convicted or going to prison or paying this huge, enormous financial fee for these victims scares the living hell out of him. I know he's not getting any sleep, okay? And he's scared of that. Or Pena is so scared of going back to prison, like he doesn't want to go back there. I feel like desperate men do desperate things. And law enforcement is probably playing both of them. But I do feel like Pena, I feel like law enforcement is going to work both of these guys. And if both of these guys, and I know both of these guys are trying to wheel and deal with law enforcement, And Pena probably is dealing to the point of, look, I don't mind serving no jail time, but I don't want to spend the rest of my life in jail. I think that's the difference between Pena and Envy. Envy doesn't want to serve a day in prison, and he wants to be totally resolved from these legal woes that's going to occur. Someone's going to have to pay for this stuff. And he wants to keep his job at iHeartRadio. He's asking for way too much. And if he knew a lot of information that can not only send Pena to prison, but other people in prison, more high profile criminals, then maybe law enforcement would continue to talk to him if he, had any information on that, which he doesn't. With Pena, he's saying, like, I don't mind going to prison, but I don't want to spend the rest of my life in prison. And I got some dirt not only on DJ Envy, but possibly somebody else. So I feel like law enforcement is going to wait it out, and whoever gives them the best deal in their eyes, that's who they're going to ride with. Because Pena's still going to prison, but he'll probably work a deal out where he doesn't spend the rest of his life in prison. And I said last week, some news is probably going to go down. And it's pretty much the same old, same old. Now people are saying, we talked about this last week, that the FBI raided the Breakfast Club offices, and now people are saying that didn't happen. Now a lot of people are saying this would actually happen. The FBI went to the studios to talk to DJ Envy to let him know that they got his business partner. And to that I say, if it was only that, then they could have done that over a phone call. Or their strategist, oh my God, man, my throat and my lips are not working. Pause. Oh my God. Anyway, I think that what they probably did was went to the studio, and they probably did say that, but they was probably working DJ Envy, that maybe DJ Envy can give them something, or agree in principle to what they say they are willing to give DJ Envy, because I don't think DJ Envy nor Caesar is going to escape. No, maybe DJ Envy escaped some jail time, but Pena can also flip on DJ Envy, and he doesn't mind serving no jail time because he's a convicted felon. He just doesn't want to spend the rest of his life in prison, and he probably will do some prison time to the where his wife doesn't serve any prison time. He'll probably do it for her. But at the same time, these victims, there's a lot of money that these victims are owed, and I think Pena has money, but he doesn't have that type of money. I think DJ Envy has some money, and it will probably bankrupt him, but he would probably fight it. But I feel like the person that has the most money is iHeartRadio, and iHeartRadio allowed them to do this. And I really do think iHeartRadio is strategizing how they're going to get rid of DJ Envy. and they'll probably, when it starts to get, when the plot thickens and when it really tightens up, is when DJ Envy announced that he's going to retire from the Breakfast Club, and they got parameters already in place. And iHeartRadio doesn't want no parts in this lawsuit, but they still going to be named, because a lot of these people let's just face facts. A lot of these people are not going to get all their money back now, and it's sad that there's a woman who got awarded for sexual harassment or sexual assault, something like that, at her job, and they gave her a big settlement, and she used the majority of this settlement because she was believing what Pena was saying about this property, and didn't even get a dime of her money back. A lot of people are going to lose a lot of money. So yeah, I feel sad for the victims. I don't feel too sad about Pena or DJ Envy or Gia Casey. Now, Tony the Closer said on the lead attorney's live stream yesterday, he made some claims about Gia Casey as well as DJ Envy. I'm not going to get into it, but it is what it is. All right. But yeah, that's the latest development about that situation. And just moving on. First and foremost, I like to thank everybody that came to the live stream. I just wish that when you came in, hit the like button on your way in or on your way out. I really do appreciate that. Also appreciate if you guys share this with your friends, family, and followers. I felt like y'all, even though I did a shorter, too early for this podcast, the light edition Friday for you guys to listen to, I felt like I owe you another live, okay? Because that one was only like 30 minutes long. And I figured if I just stay here for an hour and cover the topics of what's been transpiring over the weekend as well as last week, if I just do an hour plus that 30, I felt like I did my job. Now we're almost at the 2:30 mark. I mean, the 1:30 mark, excuse me. I'm tripping. And I gave y'all, I feel like my work is done. And I just wanted to make sure that, we had a too early for this podcast. And yes, this coming Saturday, if nothing transpires or change, and I will, I think this coming Saturday, I may have to do another abbreviated too early for this podcast light. There's some something that I have to do, and it's going to be a scheduling problem. But if I can get it organized, I will do too early for this podcast this up and coming Saturday. But I will let you guys know in the week if anything has changed to where I'm going to have to do it a little early, or I have to do it next week. But I'll let you guys know. And, if you follow me on Twitter, well, Twitter now is known as X, I'll tweet it out and let you guys know what's been transpiring. Also, subscribe to me on Instagram. Too early for this podcast on Instagram. I'm trying to put posts up there. And originally my thought was to give you guys articles in the world of social media. But see, the thing about Instagram is I was going to try to set it up like Say Cheese or No Jumper or TMZ, where I'm constantly or the Shade Room. I'm just posting stuff constantly, but that takes time as well. So I'm mainly using Too Early for This podcast just to promote today's show. So I'm gonna try to do some little videos here and there for Instagram, but other than that, it's just subscribe. That way, that's another platform where you communicate to me, and you can DM me on Instagram. You can also DM me on Twitter. I'm ChristaDon1 on Twitter. And Too Early for This podcast on Instagram. All right. Subscribe and enjoy. You will not be disappointed. Just click the links down below. That's what I would do. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this baby up. I'd like to thank everyone that done came by. My early morning people that just started early morning in the day. Hope y'all have a fabulous day. I really do appreciate you guys coming and enjoying the ride. To my graveyard crew, oh man, y'all got like another hour and 8 minutes, and y'all are up out of there. All right. So this started at 4. I caught some of my graveyard crew on here. I really do appreciate my graveyard crew. I really do appreciate my early morning squad. Also appreciate people that watch the re-air of this. I really do appreciate that. Subscribe and enjoy. Hit the like button. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. And yeah, I'm just gonna call it a wrap, and I will see y'all hopefully this Saturday. But if something changes, I will do a light edition Friday. All right. It's your boy, the host with the most of Do Not Brag or Boast. And I'm coming to you guys live from coast to coast. I'm up out of here. I'm going to cut this live off. Work on my throat, because I feel like I'm coming down with something. It's like I got a frog in my throat. Pause. So I'm gonna take some lozenges, oh my god, some throat drop, cough drops or throat drops. My I just can't pronounce what I want to pronounce. Lozenges. Oh my god. I'm just gonna stop. Okay, just stop, Chris. Just stop. All right. Oh, go check out The Dream. She's been posting religiously on her Instagram as well as her YouTube channel. I'm going to post. I'm going to promote her YouTube video on her vlog. I think that was pretty well done. I watched that. Go check out The Dream. She's really doing extraordinary things, and she also has an OnlyFans. All right, so go check her out as well. Anybody else that wants me to review their YouTube channel, their Instagram, their OnlyFans, comment down below, or just go to my Instagram and subscribe to me on Instagram, Too Early for This podcast. And I will say, if you got a subscription service, it would be nice if you give me some sample videos that I can look at. It doesn't have to be extremely graphic. Just give me a general idea of your profile. All right. So, yes, I'm going to wrap this baby up. It's been real. It's been fun. It has been real fun. Now, seriously, I'm going to work on my throat. I think I'm coming down with that. I think I'm having a sore throat. And yeah, I will talk to you guys hopefully this Saturday. I'll be healed up then. If not, a light edition Friday. All right. So I'm up out of here. It's your boy. I'm ChristaDon1. I'm gone. All right. Outro.